We appreciate it. My name is Bob. This is my wife, Libby. We have been doing this now for about 5 years. Last year, we just came here from Atlanta. We'll tell you about that later, but last year my wife said, I don't want to work so much. And we ended up with 76 jobs last year.
Our children just shake their heads. They say, we thought you retired. Well, we do what we love, and that's why we're here. So we'd like to tell you just a little bit about us. We're not going to take up too much time, but the name of our duo is Second Chance, and there's a reason for that, and I'm going to let Bob start it off.
In 1969, we were both freshmen at the University of South Carolina, and we were in a business, go Gamecocks, right? We were in a business law class together, and I turned around in the class, and I saw the most beautiful young lady I've ever seen in my life, and I said, oh my God, she is not gonna go out with me, but I will try. And during the break, we talked, and we both had music in common. She sang with a band, I had a band in Columbia, South Carolina. So we started writing music, we wrote songs, we wrote television commercials, jingles for television at that time. And we fell in love, and after 2 years, I went to her father and I said, sir, I would like to marry your daughter. He was a civil graduate, very nice man. And he said, well, I know you, son, you're at the university, but I'm not quite sure, what is it that you do? And I said, well, I'm a musician.
That was the first strike.
That was the first mistake right there. And the second mistake is, well, how are you going to support my debutante daughter? And I said, well, I thought we could go in the Army together.
Well, that would not have been a bad suggestion, except there was a Vietnam War crisis going on at the time. And my father, who was had a good heart, put his arms around both of us. He said, kids, I know you have a lot of love, but you really don't have much of a plan. So, you go back to school, Libby. Bob, you go back to school, and we'll revisit this. If the love is there, it will last. Well, I was a good daughter back then. In the 60s, you did what your parents said, and I went back to school. My husband's Italian, a little bit dramatic. He said, I'm not staying here. I'll just join the Army and go to Vietnam. And he did. And we lost touch for 45 years. We had different lives. And in 2010, we found ourselves, I was in Virginia, he was in Boston, and we found ourselves both alone. Our children were grown. And has anybody heard of Facebook? Okay. So one of my daughters said, Mom, you can just put anybody in here and you'll find them. So I thought, well, I wonder whatever happened to Bob Kalia. So I put his name in and this picture popped up and it looked just like his father.
A very handsome man.
Yes. And you are, just like you. We met again, the love was still there. This was 2010, we got married. And so we call ourselves Second Chance because God gave us a second chance.